Hello everyone, I hope you are all well. First of all, congratulations on the Hajj Sharif to all Muslims in 2026. Today we will look at the preparations for the Hajj pilgrims in Saudi Arabia. Who provides the food? What preparations has the Saudi Arabian government made for the Hajj? How many hundreds of thousands of pilgrims from all over the world will be performing the Hajj this year? We will find out all of this in today's video. So let's begin an amazing journey to Saudi Arabia. There are times in the world when mankind appears to go in one direction as one, and Hajj is among them. In 2026, more than 1.8 million Muslims started arriving in Saudi Arabia on a journey older than most countries on earth. Every several minutes a plane landed. Airports were up all night. Highways crowded with buses full of families, grandparents, newlyweds, and those who had been saving for this one occasion for decades. From the outside, it seemed virtually impossible. A metropolis already created in the midst of a desert, now poised to house millions more. But this is an annual occurrence, and suddenly Saudi Arabia becomes the hub of the Muslim world almost overnight. They could sense it the instant they walked into Mecca and Medina. Iconic coffee, prayer rugs, perfume, desert heat were in the air. Volunteers dispensed chilled Zamzam water in temperatures soaring beyond 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Small youngsters scurried along with old adults. Some individuals have sobbed when they saw the Kaaba for the first time with their own eyes. Some just stood there in quiet. This is not tourism for a lot of Muslims. This is the trip they dreamed of their whole lives. And the force of Hajj isn't only in the size of it, the humanity of it. Millions, various languages, different skin tones, several nations, but dressed nearly precisely the same, side by side, like the whole world stopped for one holy moment together. The more you get into Hajj, the more incredible it gets. This is not only a religious assembly, it is one of the greatest human migrations on earth. By 2026, Saudi Arabia was set to welcome roughly 1.8 million pilgrims from practically every part of the planet. Whole airports have been reconfigured for the season. The trains ran fast all night. The thousands of buses traveled in a gigantic live network between Makkah, Medina, Mina, and Arafat without halt. For a few days, the desert is home to a temporary metropolis greater than several nations. And what makes it much more emotional is where these individuals are from. More than 220,000 pilgrims were dispatched by Indonesia this year. Iconic next was Pakistan, with perhaps 180,000. Then India, millions more from Africa, Europe, Central Asia, and North America. Some of the pilgrims had saved for 20 years for this journey. Some sold jewelry, some arrived in wheelchairs, others brought prayers from relatives who could not attend personally. And even with the enormous scale, the objective seems really intimate. You witness strangers assisting strangers without a common language. You observe weary volunteers passing out cold water in deadly heat. You see individuals sobbing softly in nooks of mosques around 2 in the morning. Because Hajj is not only about logistics, it is fueled by faith. And somehow, for a time, millions of lives, so wildly diverse, begin to converge onto the very same destiny. But maybe the most indelible portion of Hajj occurs before pilgrims ever get at the Kaaba. It starts with how they are received. Many pilgrims come off the airport into an environment that is startlingly personal after flying thousands of miles, weary, emotional, and overwhelmed. Volunteers welcome tourists with flowers, smiles, and traditional Arabic hospitality at the airports in Jeddah and Medina. Before they even reach the airport, some pilgrims are offered cool bottles of Zamzam water. Others are offered ajwa dates and little cups of Arabic coffee as the aroma of incense wafts through the reception halls. This is the first time many elderly pilgrims have ever left their own country, and now strangers are treating them as honored guests. Iconic buses wait outside the airport in the dusty heat. Hotel staff greet visiting pilgrims with the renowned Islamic hymn Tala al-Badru Alayna, a music closely linked to Islamic history and the advent of the Prophet Muhammad in Medina centuries ago. It is emotional, not loudly, nothing fancy, simply so human. The Hajj kits include basic items: a Quran, rosary beads, perfumes, a tent to beat the heat, things that help individuals survive physically and remain connected spiritually, and it is what makes this experience so distinct from conventional tourism. Millions of people on Hajj are not treated like tourists in Saudi Arabia. They are treated like guests on a spiritual journey. Then there is the element that most people outside the Muslim community never fully comprehend. Hajj is not a one-time occurrence. It's a trip taken one step at a time through the heat, through the weariness, through the emotion, through the faith. The first step is Ihram. Millions of pilgrims dress in simple white garments with hardly any trace of wealth or rank. A peasant and a billionaire may seem to be exactly the same when they stand next to each other. Then they begin to move towards Mina chanting, Labbaik Allahumma Labbaik. The sound is all around, like a giant human heartbeat. Next stop, Arafat. And for a lot of Muslims, this is the most emotional day of their lives. Iconic. From sunrise until sunset, the pilgrims ask for forgiveness, mercy, and a second chance at life, standing exposed to the open sky. Some cry in silence, some held up both hands for hours, others merely stare at the horizon without a word. Then, after sunset, millions gather together to Muzdalifah. There were no premium hotels, no solace for me. People sleep under the open desert sky among strangers, who suddenly seem like family. Then there is Rami where, as a symbolic gesture, pilgrims throw stones at evil. Then sacrifice, shave off hair. Old identities are shed. The pilgrims finally return to the Kaaba for tawaf round and round the sacred structure. Done, sweat, pray, but within a little lighter than them. Hajj is not about reaching a holy location. For most individuals, Qanasit seems like returning home spiritually after being lost for years. But there is a beauty about the Hajj. There is also strife, true struggle, the kind that pushes the human body to its maximum limit. Every year, millions of pilgrims come down under the searing desert heat of Saudi Arabia, where temperatures may reach 110 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot enough to burn through sandals. People trek for hours amid huge crowds with backpacks, water bottles, and prayers in their hearts. And yet, they keep going. You notice old guys with canes, women fanning tired children, volunteers running through crowds giving out cold water before someone faints. Because Hajj is lovely, but it is not simple. Some pilgrims wait their whole lives for this trip and to see just how hard it is physically. Iconic. There are individuals suffering from dehydration, fatigue, or heat stroke every year. Some never go home, and that fact changes the whole mood. Suddenly, the masses don't seem so commonplace. They are feeble human. You start to see that there are millions of individuals living in agony, fatigue, and danger for something they feel is more important than comfort. For this reason, Saudi authorities dispatch thousands of police officers, medical professionals, and emergency teams throughout the Hajj season. Cooling stations, free water stops, covered pathways, and crowd management devices are operational 24/7, because managing Hajj is not only about organization, it's about keeping people alive on one of the most emotionally charged excursions on the planet. And with all this heat, exhaustion, and people movement, there is one thing pilgrims never stop seeking for: water. But not any sort of water. Zamzam water. Zamzam is more than a drink for millions of Muslims. It is tied to one of the most evocative moments in Islamic history, the tale of Hagar and her son Ishmael in the barren desert centuries ago. According to an Islamic folklore, Hajar hurried hastily between Safa and Marwa in search of water for her wailing child. There was no town at all, no crowds, no structures, silence, nothing but silence, heat only. and a mother trying to save her child. Then came what many Muslims believe to be a miracle. Water sprang up from the soil by Ismail, and yet it never did. That same well is still visible in Makkah today. Iconic and millions of gallons of Zamzam water are filtered, chilled, and distributed throughout the holy cities every single day, using one of the most advanced water systems in the world. It is sipped by pilgrims at mosques, hotels, airports, and prayer places in Saudi Arabia. Some people take bottles home to their parents. Others save it for sick families. What makes Zamzam powerful is not just the history behind it, it is the sensation that comes with it. Because after walking through intense heat and huge crowds, one cold cup of Zamzam water might seem rather intimate, almost like comfort when you need it most. And then the pilgrims come to a place that from the heavens seems almost unreal: Mina. A white city of tents sprawling over the desert like an endless ocean. This valley near Makkah is home to the world's largest temporary tent city for a few days each year. There are more than 15,000 giant tents neatly lined up in blocks that can accommodate up to 2 million people at a time. And somehow, it all comes together. Some of these tents include air conditioning units, charging stations, refrigerator units, clean facilities, and even high-speed internet. Old pilgrims sleep on rickety mattresses as helpers go up and down the rows, bringing them food and cold water. But it is not simply the size that makes Mina interesting. Iconic. That's the difference. Beyond it, the Arabian Desert appears ancient and forbidding. Inside, high-tech machines run around the clock to protect human life. Every second, thousands of surveillance cameras record the movement of crowds. Electronic systems monitor traffic trends. Senior pilgrims may escape dangerous hikes in the intense heat via modern walkways and escalators. Because millions of emotional, exhausted people moving in one place, even a little mistake might be deadly. And yet, in the midst of the details, many pilgrims remember something quite fundamental about Mina: late-night silence. The sound of prayers from afar. Families sleep under white canvas roofs. For a short time, people from very different worlds stop living as strangers and begin living as a community. And in the end, Hajj leaves behind something most people do not anticipate. Not just recollections. Accountability. Even after millions of pilgrims have completed the trek, one more deed remains: Qurbani, the ceremonial sacrifice that is tied to the tale of Prophet Ibrahim and his willingness to give up all for God. But on the scale of the contemporary Hajj, this procedure has become gargantuan near Mina. Huge high-tech abattoirs work day and night, with teams of vets, engineers, butchers, and sanitation staff handling millions of animals securely and effectively. Now pilgrims buy digital sacrifice vouchers on official applications and get a message on their phones when the sacrifice is accomplished. What occurs next surprised many outside the Muslim world. You don't throw away the meat. Iconic huge amounts are frozen, packed, and delivered to poor communities in countries such as Pakistan, Somalia, Chad, and Nigeria, where households may seldom consume meat during the year. So even after the Hajj is over, its effects will be felt far beyond Saudi Arabia. But for many families, just getting to Hajj was a sacrifice of years. For traveling alone in Pakistan, packages may cost from $12,000 to $50,000, depending on the travel packages and lodgings. Some families save for a lifetime, some never do. And perhaps that is why so many pilgrims are seen crying as they leave Makkah and Medina. Deep down, they realize this voyage isn't a sure thing. It's a gift millions pray for every single year. If this gave you a fresh viewpoint, subscribe for more intriguing views. Iconic, and tell me what spoke to you the most in today's video. Thanks for viewing the whole video. See you in the future one.